Hello, I'm Clantis, and if you are new to this channel, welcome to the clan. So without further ado, let's get into this vital video for content creators living outside of the US. So because I am not a tax lawyer or a tax expert or anything along those lines, I am just going to read to you a reminder from YouTube so that you are better informed about what they require out of us content creators that are living outside of the US. In this channel, I created two videos that talk about the tax changes that had happened on YouTube that content creators that are living outside of US will start getting taxed for viewers living in the US. So not to make any mistakes, I am going to read this update from YouTube because it is vital for each and every one of us who are content creators that are living outside of the US. This is to ensure that I am giving you accurate information coming from YouTube. If you're a content creator living outside of the United States, you are going to begin to have taxes deducted from your US earnings as of June of 2021. So consider this video as a reminder from me because our deadline as content creators living outside of the United States is the 31st of May 2021 to provide or furnish or submit your tax information to Google Adsense. And this is what YouTube further says. Google has the responsibility under Chapter 3 of the United States Internal Revenue Code to collect tax information from all monetizing creators outside of the United States, and in certain circumstances, to deduct taxes when these creators earn income from viewers in the United States. These United States earnings can come from ad views, YouTube Premium, Super Chat, Super Stickers, and channel memberships. Creators living outside of the United States are being asked by YouTube to submit relevant tax information in Adsense by the 31st. Just a little disclaimer, there is wind going on outside. It's gusty wind, so my door just keeps making noise. So just ignore that and focus on the information that I have for you as I continue. Creators living outside of the United States are being asked by YouTube to submit relevant tax information in Adsense by the 31st of May 2021 so that Google can determine the correct amount of taxes to deduct, if any apply. Taxes will be deducted as early as June 2021 and will occur with each monthly payment. How much you will be taxed will depend on few things. Number one, did you submit your tax information? Number two, how much does your channel earn from viewers in the United States? And number three, does your country have a tax treaty with the United States? If a creator's tax information isn't provided by the 31st of May 2021, Google may be required to apply the default backup withholding rate of up to 24% of your total earnings worldwide. If you are a channel that partners with a multi-channel network, an MEC, you will still need to provide US tax information in the Google AdSense account linked to your channel. If any taxes apply, these will be deducted from the payment made to your MCN. If you are a creator in the United States, most of you have already completed US tax information at Google AdSense when you first joined the YouTube Partnership Program and won't see any new taxes. So basically what this means is all of us that are living outside of the United States and we are content creators on YouTube, we are expected to submit our tax information by the 31st of May 2021. So that is about 2 weeks from now. So if you have not submitted your tax information, I would advise that you do it right now. Go into your Google AdSense account. This is for channels that are monetized, by the way. Some of us who have not reached the monetization stage yet, we don't have anything to worry about. However, we will also be required to submit our tax information when the time comes. And from what I pick up from this communique, if your YouTube channel enjoys viewers coming from the United States, your YouTube channel is going to pay US taxes for those US viewers. If you are not going to submit this tax information, unfortunately, YouTube would withhold all of your earnings and will deduct 24% of your overall earnings globally. If you don't want to find yourself in this predicament, I suggest that you submit your tax information as soon as possible. The deadline is the 31st of May 2021. I have no experience in taxation, so I would advise that if you want to know information or understand these new tax changes from YouTube, then I suggest that you consult a lawyer who is going to explain this properly to you. And also find out if your country has tax treaty with the United States. So please do your homework properly so that you know exactly what is expected of you, so that you understand what's going on in your earnings every single month. So to my United States viewers, guys, this does not affect you in any way. You are not going to be expected to pay any new taxes. This is for people like myself who live in South Africa and other YouTubers that live outside of the United States. We are going to start paying taxes for you guys who watch our videos from the United States. So this marks the end of this very short video. My name is Clantis. If you want to join the clan, make sure to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like, share and comment. And I will see you next time on my next video. Goodbye.